Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're unpacking a really wild story. It's about how a polar vortex, a trapped yacht, and a small crew managed to spark an entire socioeconomic movement. Sounds pretty out there, right? Well, let's dive in.
Okay, let's set the scene. Our story kicks off with the crew of a yacht called the Four Winds 5 Mil. They're just 3 miles from Memphis when, bam, a weather warning flashes red. A polar vortex is descending fast, and just like that, they're trapped, stuck in an emergency anchorage on the frozen Mississippi River.
You can just imagine it, right? The temperature plummets to a bone-chilling -8 degrees Fahrenheit. Blinding snow is erasing the world around them. They're completely isolated. But instead of despairing, they decided to lean into it. As they put it, storms reveal what you're made of. And for them, that meant turning this forced isolation into a forge for brand new ideas.
So you see, this wasn't just some random weather event. Oh no, it was the catalyst. It became this creative crucible, where the storm itself was the very thing that would forge an entirely new movement.
So instead of just, hunkering down and waiting for the storm to pass, the crew sets this unbelievably ambitious goal for themselves. They were going to create 3 major projects in just 3 days, all while being completely trapped in the ice.
And this timeline just breaks down their incredible creative sprint. I mean, look at this. Day 1, they record an anthem that basically defines their entire philosophy. Day 2, they write a complete manual called The Unburners. And then on day 3, they announce not 1, but 2 full albums. It's pretty amazing.
This one lyric from their day 1 song, it gets right to the heart of the problem they're trying to solve. They have a name for it, the feed freeze. You know that feeling? You're just paralyzed, endlessly scrolling social media, chasing likes in what they call a zero-sum game that just leaves you feeling empty and totally disconnected.
And here it is. This is their central question. They call it a mimetic carrier, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a simple phrase designed to spread a whole worldview. It's asking us to compare the typical winner-take-all game with their alternative, a Winsgether model, where the goal is to create multiple winners together.
So on the second day, they didn't just talk philosophy. They created a practical guide. The Unburners is basically the how-to manual for their whole system. It shows families how to use their own pets, which they have a special name for, stand pets, as these little biological partners to interrupt harmful screen time patterns and build a more cooperative family economy. Then, on day 3, they announced a plan that really shows you how unique their approach is. It's not just one album of what they call cyber-spiritual anthems for people called Home Dome. Nope. They also announced Dream Dome, a companion album designed specifically for pets using frequencies optimized for dogs and cats to help with things like training.
Okay, so with all this creativity, the song, the book, the albums, what was the big fundamental problem they were trying to solve? Well, they gave it a name, the Raggedy Old Collar Economy. What they realized is that our core institutions, the FCC, FTC, SEC, you name it, even family courts, are all designed to be reactive. They step in after the damage is done. They regulate the technology and the business deals, but not the attention abuse or the emotional trauma. They only intervene once a family is already broken, which is super expensive and frankly often way too late. Where the old model is reactive, theirs is preventive. Instead of algorithms designed to keep you scrolling, it uses biological intelligence, like the actual real-world cues from your family pet, to encourage healthier habits. It totally flips the script on value, shifting it from just cash flow to the unpaid care labor that really holds families together. And get this, it's funded by co-owners building equity, not by donations to what they call broken system. Now, a key piece of this whole system is something called MyMAH equity. It stands for mental and animal health. And you can think of it like a new kind of credit score. But instead of measuring your debt, it's a scorecard that actually measures and values the labor of care and healing that happens inside your family and community. And this number, this represents their really powerful belief in second chances. They created something called a win-resizer multiplier. In their system, rescued pets are actually considered 6 to 7 times more valuable as partners. And why? It's because of the adversity they've overcome. They believe that experience gives them unique skills in rebuilding trust, adapting to routines, and showing empathy. It's amazing. Okay, so you might be wondering, how on earth do they plan to spread such a complex idea without any kind of traditional marketing budget? Well, the answer is actually really simple and kind of brilliant. They designed what they call a mimetic funnel. And it's just this simple 5-step process that relies completely on human curiosity and people sharing with other people.
It all starts when someone sees that signature question we talked about. Naturally, they ask, what does that mean? Then you just send them the free book. They read it, they join, and then they start spreading the question themselves. So here's the crucial point. The growth of the movement is built right into its core philosophy. There are no ads, no fundraising emails. The entire strategy is just baked into that one single question, which is designed to spread organically, like wildfire.
So for anyone out there whose curiosity has been sparked by all this, they've laid out 3 very clear, very immediate ways you can get involved. You can go listen to the single on their YouTube channel, you can download and share the free Unburners book, or you can even try the beta of their Win Resizer platform to get in early.
And that's where we'll end it. This whole incredible story began with an external crisis forcing an internal creation. It's a really powerful story that leaves us all with a final provocative thought to chew on. When we're faced with our own storms, what will we be forced to create?